It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, there is love in our hearts. So welcome back. We are absolutely loving the way that this Rugby World Cup has kicked off. Sport is truly one of the pillars of unity, in our case, definitely. And how incredible that we get to witness the world come together to celebrate the art of rugby. It's kind of a beautiful game in itself. We're zooming into an action-packed weekend with results from the 2023 Rugby World Cup with the proud sponsors and our good friends TOTALENERGIES and our very special guest. Great to have him back. Good Hope FM Sports anchor Lorenzo Durries.
Hey,
sporting a sporting injury there, my friend.
Injury. I was just, celebrating like crazy with the Springboks.
Because you've had lots to celebrate, my friend. So let's just deal with it and get it out of the way. Can I say congratulations? Because a little birdie told us, well, in fact, a lot of little birdies were chirping. You got engaged, my friend.
Did.
Walk us through that moment very quickly. Congratulations.
What do I say? I was quite nervous, though. And it was my partner's birthday, and we were just sitting on the couch. I was looking for the sympathy, after having a little injury as well, But it was myself and a little dog as well, Cola.
Cool.
And Cola's very much part of the family, and I was having a full-on conversation with Cola before I actually went down on one knee, but I managed to make it. I managed to get down on one knee, and, all she could say was, okay, and then, the tears were there on both sides.
I was going to say,
the yes came afterwards. So,
congratulations. Oh, it is a magical moment, Barbani. Trust me, you'll be just a little bit less nervous for the wedding itself, but we love you, man. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
I'm sure a brilliant weekend all round for you then on that front. Let's hone in on a very exciting round two right now. And just to set the scene, of course, after coming out on top in their game against Uruguay, winning 27-12, looking a little bit shaky though, France have secured their #1 spot in Pool A, and that's with 8 points, then followed by New Zealand, who looked incredibly good against Namibia. That's not me choking on my own words. 71-3, and they sit on 5 points, equal with Italy, also on 5 points, and then Uruguay and Namibia still on 0 points, with both teams having yet to win a game, despite showing some incredible heart. So I suppose the hoodoo side here is Italy, because they still could do something. We've seen what they've done in European rugby over the last year. It's a young side brimming with self-belief. I think they've been very much buoyed by the French performance. It's weird, but those French youngsters have inspired a lot of young players. So can Italy spoil the party, or is this looking like our choice between New Zealand and France in the quarterfinals?
Look, we would love Italy to spoil the party, eh? They've been the wooden spoon contenders in the Six Nations for many years. But in the World Cup here, they've always had that little bit of flair. They kick it up, if I can put it like that. And I think that they're going to cause an upset when playing Uruguay in the next few days. I think it's on Wednesday. They play Uruguay on the 20th. And we might just see something going all the way. But that Uruguayan team against a second-string French team, when they opened match day #2, absolutely amazing. It just shows that when you stack your domestic league with lots of foreigners, your national team can suffer. And that's a wake-up call for France at the moment.
Completely,
they do not have, they are not South Africa, they are not Ireland.
Well, you were saying most of their team comes from League 2 or something ridiculous.
D2, D3, and this is the thing, if they're not playing week in, week out, highly competitive rugby, they cannot string a second-string team together like we do.
Look, 100%, but I think it also speaks to those structures, because the Uruguayan team is one team that's got continuity, that's played together for a long time, and I think that's what stood out for me, is watching these so-called minnow teams, the basic play, the set play, the line-outs, normally where they just get completely overblown. One of those teams that I think we expected to get obliterated, Tonga, up against Ireland, who needed to at some point prove that they're the best team in the world. So let's focus in on that, kind of what it means for us. So, of course, we've got the Bokke, 76-0. And I think we could have done more. I think we could have done 100 off Romania.
We should have.
So after week 2, 9 points, and then the bottom 3, Scotland, Tonga, and Romania, all on 0 points. And I don't see that changing significantly. Obviously, the points will come. I think Scotland will beat them both. Malcolm Marx is out. It's massive. So we tested different hooker options there. Marco was great. I think everyone in that berth can do it. Dion can do it. They can fetch. They can get over the ball. I think, funnily enough, it's put more pressure on Bongi and Bonambi to do more of the other stuff.
Yeah.
He needs to get over the ball, do those things.
Yes.
How are we feeling about our pool? Surely it's going to be South Africa at the top, Ireland at the bottom, or is next weekend going to decide
look,
that?
it's going to be a massive one. You know, Keenan said earlier as well, the thing about Ireland is that they've played a full-strength team for both
Twice
games.
now, yeah.
Twice now. So the thing is there something happening in the camp that we don't know about? We might see a lead-up because there's going to be a lot of psychological games that it's going to be played between the two teams the next few days.
Hence bringing Handré Pollard back.
Yeah, and Handré Pollard coming back as well as a hooker, so it's going to be crazy. You know, seeing Handré throwing in as well. But absolutely amazing that we have someone like Dion and Marco that can interplay between flank and, you know, that...
Yeah, and the skills are very transferable as well, I think, because you need them to fetch and get over that ball.
Yeah.
Now we turn to Pool C. Nothing short of thrilling this weekend. Game of the tournament. Fiji beating Australia 22-15 after a 69-year drought. You could see what it meant to the people watching in the stands. In second place on the log on 6 points behind Wales. Then we've got who are on 10 points at the moment. And then Australia follow in third, which might surprise many, with 6 points and an equal 0 then for Georgia and Portugal, despite showing some great improvement there. Eddie Jones needs to do something. The Australian fans were booing him on that field. I think he made some major mistakes with the squad that he took over. I think there are a couple of players missing there. Can he turn this around?
So the thing is, he tried calling Quade Cooper and no one answered, so I don't know what.
And that was a big mistake, not having him there.
Yeah, you need the hoops now, and there's no hoops in the team to bring everyone together because you need players that have been in big matches.
Yeah,
you know,
and he is BMT. He's
full
that.
BMT. And Eddie is trying to be the Alex Ferguson of rugby at the moment. He hasn't won anything, but he thinks that he is the messiah of Australian rugby. And it's just not happening.
He hasn't done it for Australia yet.
He has not. And I think that with Fiji having played Wales as well as Australia now, coming close to beating Wales in that dying seconds with that drop ball far off on the left-hand side, they've got Georgia and Portugal. And I think that they are seeing that they're going to be making it to the quarterfinals, and then they're going to take on England, which they've beaten at Twickenham.
100%. Fear them. So fear them. Fear that mana. Fear whatever they are playing with now. And then we move to Pool D, and after game of week 2 of the World Cup Group D, topped by England, shaky as they are on 9 points. Then we've got Samoa, who showed their mettle. Then Japan, they're equal on 5 points. Then Argentina, who we were expecting so much from, and then Chile, who have shown massive improvement at the bottom with 0. Is England's performance over Japan a sign? How do you feel about this English side? Because they've needed to step up. They've proven their mettle when the chips are down, but they haven't quite shown that top-tier class yet.
Nope, they haven't. We're not seeing the 2019 England team with Steve Borthwick in charge at the moment. There's still some kinks that they need to work out, but they managed to get the win now, and they've now applied pressure to the likes of Japan as well as Argentina to perform. Argentina having only played 1 match thus far. We need them from a Southern Hemisphere point to actually get going. And Michael Shaker to figure out what's happening at the moment. They need to figure out if they want to make it and be, you know...
Well, they were favourites in that group coming into the tournament, man.
And that's the nice thing about a Rugby World Cup is the fact that you are favourites 1 week and 2 weeks later you find yourself in the bottom 2.
It's blood sport, I told you. It's an underground tourney, man. It's an underground tourney. Absolutely love it. Great to have you back.
Thank you
Congratulations once again, my friend.
Brother.
We are here for love, and we are here for the love of rugby. Absolutely amazing. And if you feel the love of rugby like us, you need the people in your corner to help you prepare for game day in the best way possible. And TotalEnergies have got you covered with some incredible rewards on offer. We know we've sent some people to go and enjoy the World Cup already, but when it comes to just enjoying and embracing game day, or in fact every day out in the South African roads, TotalEnergies have us covered.
Just like in rugby, it's uniting our energies that helps us move forward.